Hello, YouTube tribe. How are we all doing? Are we all settled into going into winter? We've had some snow here in Cumbria, albeit where I am wasn't hit as bad as where other areas were hit. But anyway, so if you have watched my video on where I want to take this channel, new creative ideas for this channel in 2025, you'll have got a sense that I wanted it to go more down the editing route, rather than me being faced like reading from the book that I've been writing or articles that I write and tarot reading, basically, you know, doing the fool's journey. I don't think it's going to happen, folks. I went down a few rabbit holes last night. I've actually started another channel, and I'll get into that in a minute as to why I've started another channel. But anyway, on this other channel, to get your journey, you know, to get the algorithm showing you things that it thinks you might be interested in, I typed in the video, yada yada yada, and it came up with a few suggestions, and then more and more and more, and it took me down a load of rabbit holes. And one of those rabbit holes was copyright and law. There's a lot of YouTubers being sued at the moment, and look, I recognise that this channel is nowhere near any kind of litigation claims. You know, I'm an amoeba in an ocean of sharks, and believe you me, there are some sharks out there, which I learned about some of the YouTubers. But anyway, again, that's another story. And one of the ideas that I had was to create a story around the major arcana for the tarot, and I was getting all excited with the creative ideas and the potentiality, but the reality is I don't think it's going to be able to happen the way I wanted it to unfold because of copyright. So there's a rather large occult channel that I follow called Esoterica. I think he's got near 500,000 subscribers, so he's pretty big in the YouTube scene. And he put out a video that I think he was using 8 seconds of music, and in his introduction, and somebody had put out a copyright claim for this video. So basically, his monetization status was at risk. I can't remember if he was saying he was going to be demonetized, or everything that he earns will be going to the creator of this music. So put aside the extra half an hour of his work, of all the research that he does, because he is a deep researcher of Esoterica. For those 8 seconds of somebody else's music, they could claim everything that he earns in all of his videos. So at the moment in my videos, I use music off Pixabay, which has no copyright. And I've been sat here thinking, hang on a minute, it has no copyright at the moment, but what if they decide to copyright that music? Does that mean if this channel ever was to get monetized, does that mean that they could then claim ownership of the work that I've done? So to start spending hours editing something to make it all creative and pretty and use music, it's not worth my time, to be honest, you know. So when I started this YouTube channel, it wasn't even in my head to monetize. I've always done videos on social media, namely Instagram and Facebook, because I've been down entrepreneurial routes Ponzi schemes to you and I, but there we go, lessons learned there, expensive lessons learned. And so I've always put content out. Basically, I enjoy putting content. I enjoy doing videos. So when I started this video, I was in a group, a small community of people. We were talking about, is that falling off? Oops, I better pay attention to the road. We were talking about Gnosticism, and we were learning, and I was down the simulation route, and yeah, I just started putting out videos. And then I started seeing monetization. So of course the pound signs, ding, 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 ding. So then my motivation came to monetize this channel, right? And that is still there. The person behind me is probably thinking I'm pissed right now. I'm not drunk, I promise. So yes, I started putting out content, but I've come to realise that cult channels are probably not the most popular channels that advertisers want to, because look, we've all got to earn money, right? However, we are going to be flooded with AI. So to give an example, there was a cat channel that was being promoted to me. It had 76 subscribers, but it had tens of thousands of views. Now, of course, people are interested in cats. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull over and sort this out. I'll be back in a moment, guys. I'm back. I've just licked the back of the sticky thing and I don't know what it's got on it, but it don't taste nice. Anyway, so where was I? I think I was talking about copyright. Oh yeah, and if you say anything bad about another YouTuber, you know, you could be sued. I mean, of course, that isn't where I want to, you know, I'm not interested in doing that, you know, but there are, again, I went down the rabbit holes, there are YouTubers suing other YouTubers. So there was this interview with this lawyer, I think the channel was called Think Media Podcast, and this lawyer was giving her opinion that even the really small channels, now let's backtrack here, the small channels that she's referring to are 100,000 or more, or less rather. I wouldn't say 100,000 subscribers was a small channel, but anyway, basically making their channels LLC to protect them against such things. I mean, in the world that we live in, you could get sued for saying something that somebody doesn't agree with, potentially. And also, I went down the rabbit hole of creating AI music, and this chap was talking about who actually owns the AI music. So therefore, if it's not clear who owns the AI music, could a copyright claim be slapped on? Even if you create that music, is it the programmer that creates it? Is it the AI that creates it? Or is it you that creates it? So again, that's another blurred line, and these are very fine lines to be blurred. So there's that, and that's what I was talking about. So the AI, so I jumped on this channel just to have a nosy about what it was about, and it was about cats. It had 76 subscribers, tens of thousands of views, because of, you know, people love cats. And it was basically an AI generated text to speech freaking commentary with a few videos slapped in. How do you even compete with that, right? So there was that I went down the rabbit hole of, you know, the competition of AI. We are governed by an algorithm. So anyway, so my point of this video, and yeah, I recognise it's nothing to do with the occult, because that's another thing. So I've started a new YouTube channel because I want to be able to talk about anything and everything that I want to be able to talk about, rather than being in a niche, and then that niche, and then the algorithm knows where to place my videos because I've niched right down. Well, I'm not a teacher of the occult. I don't want to spend hours researching just so I can come on and do a 10-minute video. I don't want to spend 10 hours editing a video to get 30 views. And look, I am very grateful to everybody who has viewed my videos. You know, my watch time has been going up, and again, that's appreciated. But what happens when you don't put a video out is your views go down because the algorithm so there's this constant push to be putting out content, which therefore yeah, I'm just not the type of person, guys, to do a ton of research, because the kind of person that I am, I start reading something or learning something and then poof, I'm off onto something else. You know, it's just who I am. So I've actually just realised it's probably better that I start a new channel just so I can be that. I think it's called multi-passionate, you know, to be that someone who has multiple things that they want to discuss without being restricted into a niche. And then if I go outside of that niche, then it hurts the algorithm, or rather it hurts my channel because of the algorithm. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to talk about today. It's highly likely I'm going to be abandoning this channel. Maybe I might be a bit more sporadic putting videos. I don't know. Look, you know, that's, you know, the spiritual journey that I've been on is to find out why we're here, what's the purpose, and the reality is I'm never going to find the answer. So I just kind of want to get on with life and fit in the spiritual studies around getting on with life. You know, and I just think I'm too much of an airbrain. And I say that respectfully, and when I say airbrain, I don't mean stupid. I just mean I am literally all over the place with what I want to talk about or what I want to study, and I need to embrace that side of me, because it's an adorable side of me. It's who I am, and I can't be someone who I'm not just to suit an algorithm. There. Anyway, if you got this far, cheers, thanks for watching. And if my current subscribers appreciate the flaky, all over the place, off topic Joe, then please leave a comment and basically leave a comment if you think I should completely change the direction of this channel, or I just go off and start my new one where nobody knows me and see where that takes me. And this new tool that I was using to keep my phone in place was working for a while, but it stopped working because the stickiness has come off the little sucker thing. Anyway, if you got this far, thank you. I shall speak to you soon, or will I? Ding! That reminds me at the end of the scene of Flash Gordon, you know, where Ming picks up the ring. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And you know, guys, I'm a random kind of girl, and I want to maintain that randomness because you know what? Life has got so freaking serious. See you later. So I thought I'd just pull over for this little bit, which I'm going to edit in. So when I decided that I wanted to monetize this channel, just to make a few extra quid, you know, I'm not interested in being a multi-billionaire, you know. You start researching, you start getting, the algorithm starts feeding in information. I got monetized in a week. Oh, fabulous. Well done, you. Then what they're doing, they're selling courses of how to get monetized. And then you start going down this perpetual rabbit hole. Sorry, this perpetual hamster wheel of being fed the same information. Everybody's doing the same thing. And it's like, what the fuck? So, you know, it can be pretty, yeah. And then script and behave like this or script this, and it starts becoming too much. So I just wanted to add that little caveat in there as I was driving. And everybody's selling courses and they're making shitloads of money on the desperation of the people who want to make a little bit of money to potentially make a lot more money. You get where I'm going with this? So it's just this cycle of sameness. Anyway, see you later, guys. Another thing I just want to add in, so another edit, yay, it's looking like editing, isn't it, is the clickbaity titles. So last night as I was going down these rabbit holes, I clicked on a video of a woman who claimed to have the proof of whatever I was looking at the time. And whether it was a curiosity or I actually believed that she had the truth of this particular subject, I clicked on the video and guess what? I watched it right to the end and there was no proof. There was no proof of this claim. So again, that's part of the YouTube game. So there's something called vidIQ, which is it's an app and it gives you, it's quite a useful tool actually. But when you're coming up with ideas of YouTube titles, it's all the truth. They're all basically clickbaity titles. And their YouTube channel, they talk about the hook and how you don't give the information to the end of the video because you want to keep people gripped until the very end. But it's all lies. It's a falsehood. It's not real. And my new channel has the word authentic in it because I want to remain authentic. I don't want to play some stupid game to trick people into watching my videos and to stay to the very end. You're staying to the very end because you're enjoying what I've got to say and you're finding value in what I'm actually saying, not because you think you're going to get a snippet of proof or truth at the very end, which probably won't materialise because nobody really has the truth or the proof of anything. So again, that's another falsehood that doesn't sit right with me with this YouTube game. But in order to get clicks, you've got to play a game. And another thing that I wanted to mention as well was I have written a 5-minute story around the Fool card in preparation for where I wanted to go moving forwards. And out of curiosity, my friend was there at the time, I wrote in ChatGPT, write a poem about the Fool card. In seconds, this poem came up and it was brilliant. And I think I might share it here. It was brilliant. You know, so that's what a lot of these content creators are now doing. Putting something into YouTube, write me a script about the history of Lucifer as an example, and then I can put that in a text-to-speech. I can actually even put my own voice into the software and it will mimic my voice. So unless you really know me, you might not recognize that it's not me reading the script. The only giveaway is that it sounds really clipped and there's no mistakes. But anyway, I'm not quite sure where this is going to fit in. So this video is going to literally be all over the place. But hey, that's my brain, guys.